bargain makeup. Oh, wrong shit.
Oh my god, look at this. Oh, I got it. I'm just an eyebrow living. I don't believe I just did it. I'm going to try and do this. Okay, so.
Hi everyone, I went to Homebargains today, which is one of the many bargain shops in the UK, and I bought some makeup. And the brand is Olivia Hale, and I'm not quite sure if this is like an independent brand and Homebargains have kind of, you know, got them with them, if that makes sense. I don't know, it probably don't. Or if it's like Homebargains' own brand. So anyway, I'll get straight into it. I spent around, about a tenner I spent, and I got some of the basic sort of things that you would use to create a look. So I bought some primer. I bought a primer, I don't know. So I'm going to use this. Okay, so it's kind of like, can you see that? You probably can actually, that looks like it's showing up. Just a clear kind of gel looking thing. It feels a little bit greasy, but I think all primers usually feel greasy. So I'll just put some of this on my face. I've got a couple of breakouts on my face, so we'll see if it irritates that at all. Okay, now I don't use primer, but it seems to me that this primer doesn't work because I can still see pores, and I don't know if that's because I haven't put enough on, but I don't want to put too much on just in case it like is weird. I don't know, you know what I mean, don't you? Right, next thing is the foundation. Now I got this in Honeysuckle, and the shades that they have is really odd. Now that sticker there, it might actually look the same, but to me this looks a lot more pink than this. This looks yellow, which is why I chose it. And I did do a swatch. Oh, I just poked myself in the face. And as you can see, this is it dry, or yeah, it's dry. And it is quite dark for my skin, and I'm not gonna put this on my face because I'll show you again, right? When I put it on my hand, it smells like, oh, I don't even know, paint. Now I might be like overreacting a little bit, but it's just not for me. Like, it feels greasy and thick, and it's literally like I would be putting paint on my face, and I have sensitive skin, so I do not want to put that on my face. So I'll leave that. But I did buy some concealers. Now, here's another thing. This one is called Light. Okay, Light. This one is called Dark. I don't know about you, but the dark one looks lighter. Which is why I got both, because I was like, what? Light looks pink as fudge. I mean, pink as fudge. Pink as fudge. The Light. Oh no, what is that? Can you see it? I don't know if you're seeing it. I've got an LED bulb in my face, so it's really difficult for me to see. That is awful. How is that light? That's yellow and orange and all things nasty. Right. I suppose the good thing about this is that they're only £1, but still. Could have bought me fucking burger. on. Okay, so is it still recording? Yeah. So this is the dark one. Do you see that? That is more like a concealer. Just sniffing it. It feels a bit like the foundation, but I'm going to put a little bit on. And hope I don't get eczema come up. Now they did have brushes, but they look like just the standard sort of cheap brushes, and I didn't want to waste my money on them. So I'm going to use a brush that I can clean. I'll use this one. I just worked a little bit more into my skin, and it kind of just is average really. So next up will be eyeshadows, and I already own these two and they're not the most pigmented of eyeshadows, so I will be using these. And I also got a lighter colour, so I'll be using that as well. I'm going to go in with Cedar. Okay, they're not as bad as I probably thought they were. I will go in with Walnut Whisper just to kind of buff that out a little bit, and that will go more on the centre of my eyelid. Okay, yeah, definitely not as bad as I made out. Okay, so Opal is the shade that I chose, and it doesn't look like an opal, but I will just put some of that in the inner corners. I feel like I'm making a proper mess of this. Okay, that'll do. And then I'll just do the eyebrows with my normal stuff. They did have eyebrow stuff there, like a little palette, but I don't like those, so there's no point in me testing them. It's really difficult. Yeah, that'll do. I'll be using a black liquid liner. Now, I'm not fussy when it comes to liquid liners, especially when it's like this with the little dip tube thing. Okay, so it's quite a chubby applicator. Is it doing it? Yeah. Quite a chubby applicator. Doesn't have a smell, which is good. And I'm just gonna apply this. Hopefully it doesn't burn my eyelids off. Whoa. Just a standard eyeliner really. Bit too thick of an applicator though. Very difficult, and it dries matte, I think. Yeah, that applicator is way too thick to do anything with. Oh no. Oops. Okay, so that's a bit more flicky than the other side. Oh. I don't know if you can see that. You probably... Is it going to focus? if it's focusing, I can't tell if it is. It's feathering at the end, which does not make for a very neat wing. Well, I'll still try and do it. What am I doing? I'm just, oh, I don't even know. I'll get there in the end. They'll match. So when it dries, it doesn't allow you to keep putting layers on. It's kind of just like, you know, one and only layer. And then you... That'll do. Ooh. I'll use my own mascara. Okay, so I'm just going to use a standard mascara. There we go. So that's the eyes. Ooh. Now it doesn't really look like I've got anything on like my base, which is really annoying me. But I'm going to use some of this opal colour and use it as a highlight. So put it there and there. And I'll put it up here. And then a little bit there. Because I bought a lipstick, another lipstick, and a lip gloss. So I'll just try these now. Okay, so the two lipsticks I got were Naked Mauve, or Mauve, however you say it, and then Antique Rose. And then I got Antique Rose lip gloss. But I don't know about you, but do those two look exactly the same? We'll soon find out. Okay, so when you take the lid off, I'll just put that one down. It's kind of there, which scares me a little bit, because if you're clumsy like me, putting that on there, if you were to catch it, then it's game over. So what colour is this? Naked Mauve, or Mauve. So there's this colour. Formula is very like, Okay, so on to Antique Rose. Now I find it hard to believe that these two are the same colour. So we'll soon find out. It's like the other one, but more streaky, which I didn't think was possible. Okay, so now time for the lip gloss. Let's try this. There we go. Okay, so it's a little bit sticky, but it's actually got colour. Okay, it's really sticky, which makes me dislike it a little bit, but at least it's actual colour, so you know, you can't really moan too much when it's actually giving you colour payoff, unlike them shit lipsticks. But yeah, there's my face. Haven't got any tingling feelings from like the primer or anything like that, so it must be alright. Yeah, everything else seems to be fine. The concealer and the foundation are probably like a no-go. Just don't even put them near your face because they smell and ugh. The eyeshadows and lip gloss, not bad. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Please give a like and subscribe if you want to for more. Yeah, I try to upload every week, so it'll be nice to see you part of the team. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, sorry, I meant to show you the nail varnish. It's called Poppy, and I'll just do one coat and then I'll do another. Okay. One coat. Please excuse the black mark. I don't know what that is. I think it's pen. Oops. There we go. It's not focusing. There we go. Come on, piece of shit phone. There we go. So yeah, not too bad. Nail varnish for £1.